We will see this string builder class. Okay, string builder and uh, string buffer. Okay, let me just write it here. So we can create a string using three ways. So let's say string is a class, then string buffer is a class, and string builder is a class. Okay, so now the only difference between your string and string buffer is string is immutable and string buffer and string builder, they both are mutable. Now what does this mean? When you create a string, you cannot change it. Okay, you cannot update it. Or the best example would be, let's say if I create a string, let's say string str is equal to amol. Okay, and let's say if I want to concatenate if I'm making a concatenation operation, so let's say str dot concat, let's say amol ujagare. So it will not be stored in the same string. So another object will be created, and this string will be str will be pointed to that. Okay, so same object will not be updated. So of course the variable will be the same, but it will point to the another string that is which is actually stored in another location. Okay, so this amol ujagare will be at some different, it will have a different address, and this will have a different address. Okay, so the moment you will create a string str, so one object will be created, and this will be immutable. You cannot make change in this object, so that object will be as it is there. So when you will do any concatenation operation, so this will be the pointer, string str will be the pointer, but this will point to the another object here, right? So hence string is immutable, right? Now that's not the case in string buffer and string builder, so it updates the objects. That's the only difference between string and string buffer. Okay, so and one more thing, whatever methods that we are going to see for string buffer, including its constructor, all are same in string builder. Okay, so it's just that if you ask me what is the difference between string buffer and string builder, so string buffer is synchronized. Okay, so all the methods are synchronized in string buffer. Okay, so it takes a lot of time if it is synchronized. So that's the only difference here. So string builder is non-synchronized. Okay, and whatever method I'm going to show you in string buffer are equally there here also. So this is the only difference here, that this is non-synchronized and this is synchronized here. Okay, so with the help of some example, let's see this string buffer class. So if you want to play around with string builder, instead of buffer, write string builder, and everything what I'm going to show you, it will work fine. So let's create a Java class, say string buffer demo. Public static void main. Okay, string buffer, let's say sb is equal to new string buffer. Okay, so when you will create this, so it has its capacity, its own capacity, so you can just print this. So system.out.println, and let's print sb.capacity. So let's see how much is the default capacity. Okay, so the default capacity is 16. Okay, so this is the constructor of creating the string buffer. So let me just create the string buffer in different way. So let's say sb1, and if I'm adding, let's say amol over here, so let's see what will be the capacity. Okay, sb1 dot capacity I should print. Fine. sb1 dot capacity, so let me just right click and run. Okay, so it is 20. Okay, 20 means its default capacity is 16 plus this 4, right? So it is 20 now. So if I just keep on increasing this, so it will be 8, 16 plus 8, so it will be 24. So there are some methods we have, so we'll just see some methods I just listed. So append is there, just like concat append is there, right? So if you just do append operation, so it will just create a new string. So let's say if I already have amol over here, so sb1 dot append, let's say amol selenium. Okay, so it will just concatenate. So let's print this. Right click and run. Okay, so just like concat, it connects the two strings, but it just update the same object here. It's this is a method, and just let me just show you. Press Ctrl and click on this. Okay, just press Ctrl and click. Here it takes string object. Okay, so it has integer also, character also. Let's try this. 10. Right click and run. Okay, amol 10. So you can have many methods here. Then let's see this insert. Insert is the method. So at particular index it will add a particular string, right? So insert method is overloaded, like insert character. Okay, so here also we can insert different things at the specific position. Okay, so let's say sb1 dot insert. Okay, so let's see how it works. So ultimately now the final string is amol selenium. Okay, so in amol selenium, let's add at 4th position a and let's print this. So it is, right click and run. So 4th position, you see, so 0, 1, 2, 3, and this will be the 4th position. So at 4th position you are adding this. You can just play around with this insert, and you will observe that there are so many overloaded methods over there. Okay, so character, integer, long, float, you can just try with these. Okay, you can insert character at particular position, you can add any integer at particular position. Okay, so this is the role of the integer insert. Okay, insert I'll keep. Okay, just like this. You can add any other things as well. Let's say if I'm saying 5, so it will take integer 5. Okay, so 5 is added at 4th position. Fine. The next method is replace. Okay, so start index, end index, and string. Fine. So let's say I'll just keep here AAA. Okay, so 3 times A is there, and we have printed this. Okay, so now instead of AAA, I want BBB. So what we will do is we have to actually replace this AAA with BBB. So sb1 dot replace. So here start index and end index. Start index is 4, and end index would be this is 4, 5, 6. Okay, and end index is actually not inclusive, so I think I should get 7, 4 comma 7, and BBB. Okay, so save this, right click and run. So just like this, instead of AAA, AA is replaced with BBB. Okay, so starting with this index till end index. End index is not inclusive. Okay, so this is the replace method. Then delete. Okay, so delete also quite same. Start index and end index you have. So from a particular index till a particular index, it will delete the string. Okay, so let's say we will delete this BBB. So sb1 dot delete and 4 to 7. Okay, right click and run. You see here this BBB is deleted. So this is another method. Then we have reverse. Okay, so it will reverse the string. Okay, so whatever operation I'm doing, make sure that this is actually updating the same object. sb1 dot replace, sorry, reverse. Okay, so it should reverse this string. You see, it has reversed the string. These are the most common used method, right? Capacity we have seen, it will give us capacity. Ensure capacity, it is used to ensure the capacity at least equal to, we'll see this at last. Okay, so these are quite similar methods in the string. So char at, length, substring with 2 parameters. Okay, very quickly we will see this. So sb1 dot length. Okay, so total number of character it will return. So apart from length, substring is also there. Okay, so sb1 dot substring, say 2, so it starts from second index and it will end till the last index. Okay, so this is the reversed string, so 0 1 and starting from the second index till the end index, that is till the end. Then if I make use of this 2 comma, let's say 7, so 7th index not inclusive, so 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so it should return this 2 3 4 5 6. Let's just see this. Yes, it has given me this substring. Okay, almost all the methods we have seen. So let's see this ensure capacity, what it is. It is used to ensure the capacity is at least equal to the given minimum. Okay, so here what is the capacity, updated capacity after this? Let's check. So system.out.println sb1 dot capacity, so 16 plus 4, I guess it should be 20. Yes, it is 20. And these are the most common used method in the string buffer. And the main role of the string buffer is you have it actually updates the same object itself, right? So these are the mutable strings, the strings created using the string buffer or string builder. They are mutable, means you can update the same object. And in normal string, so strings are mutable, immutable, right? So it does not actually updates. If you try to add anything into the string, existing string, it will create the another object and the variable will be pointed to that.